Hello, everyone. When nature lashes out, everything can be destroyed in the blink of an eye. Storms, earthquakes, and floods. These phenomena don't just bring damage. They raise a crucial question. Can we prepare better to deal with them? Let's explore the ferocious natural events and uncover the lessons they teach us. A devastating landslide occurred, causing significant geological shifts. The wrath of nature made the ground tremble as rocks and debris swept away everything in its path. The images capturing this terrifying moment send chills down the spine. Can humans truly withstand such destructive power? Let's dive into the reality. Heavy rain persisted for days, causing rivers to rise rapidly, with water unable to escape. Although the people had been warned, a flash flood unexpectedly hit, sweeping away everything in its way, from homes and valuables to livestock. Nature showed no mercy, leaving behind a hard-hitting lesson on environmental protection and disaster preparedness. A storm suddenly struck Zaragoza in the evening, bringing heavy rainfall and strong winds. Floodwaters from streams surged, sweeping away vehicles and belongings. Cars were carried away by the fast-moving waters, and many houses were deeply flooded. The chaos was witnessed by stunned residents who realized the true power of nature. A 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck Taiwan, causing strong tremors as far as Japan. Taiwan experienced severe damage, with some buildings collapsing while others were left leaning. This is considered the strongest earthquake in 25 years, according to a seismic official in Taipei. The storm hit suddenly, bringing strong winds and heavy rains, causing the waters to rise violently. Amid the devastation of the flood, a sturdy bridge was unexpectedly swept away, collapsing into the raging water. A sudden hailstorm struck the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas on Monday night, amidst a fierce thunderstorm. The storm, accompanied by heavy rain and strong winds, flooded the streets, causing traffic congestion and disrupting daily activities. A powerful hailstorm hit Tavares, south of Rio Grande do Sul, on Sunday afternoon, February 16th, causing widespread panic. Hailstones ranging from medium to large in size relentlessly fell, inflicting significant damage to homes, cars, and crops. The storm arrived suddenly, throwing everything into chaos in just a few minutes. A landslide was captured on camera in the mountainous region of China as rocks and earth suddenly slid down in the dark of night. Heavy rainfall weakened the soil structure, triggering the landslide. Massive blocks of earth and rock swept away homes, causing severe damage and trapping many people. At 5:55 a.m. on May 1st, a water leak occurred at the 6th dam wall of the Sardoba Reservoir in the Sirdarya region. As a result, water overflowed into the Kurgantepe settlement in the Sardoba district, causing widespread flooding. Numerous homes and properties were damaged, and residents had to evacuate to avoid danger. This disaster highlighted the sheer force of nature and the unexpected consequences it can bring. When nature rages, massive phenomena like landslides can occur, submerging everything in its wrath. Prolonged rain or strong earthquakes weaken mountain slopes, causing rock slides that carry away homes, vehicles, and anything in their path. Nature's fury knows no bounds, and it reminds us that no one is truly safe from its destructive force. Nature raged when massive waves from the Black Sea struck the coastal area of Giresun, Turkey. The ferocious waves swept away all vehicles along the shore, leaving a scene of devastation. Zeta Talk's predictions about the assault of large waves may not stop at Giresun, with Istanbul potentially being the next city to face the ocean's fury. After a prolonged heavy rain, water suddenly rushed down from the mountainside into a residential area, turning the entire neighborhood into a sea of muddy water. In an instant, cars were swept away, floating helplessly like tiny toys. From a distance, residents watched in sorrow, witnessing nature's fury wash away everything that had been built with so much effort. Chappa Falls, located in Kerala, India, is one of the most breathtaking natural landscapes. Attracting visitors with its majestic beauty and peaceful atmosphere. The mighty water cascades down from above, creating a cool mist, surrounded by lush forests and mountains. When the sunlight hits the falls, it seems like a vibrant living painting, offering a sense of serenity and closeness to nature. Due to prolonged heavy rainfall weakening the soil structure, a devastating landslide struck the mountainous outskirts of La Paz, Bolivia, on April 30th. As the hillside suddenly gave way, more than a dozen houses were swept away in an instant, leaving behind a scene of destruction and chaos. Fortunately, thanks to prior evacuations ordered by authorities due to concerns over structural instability, no fatalities were reported. However, with 17 homes completely destroyed and many others severely damaged, this disaster has left a lasting impact on the local community. As floodwaters rose rapidly, the Diamante area was completely cut off. In response, the National Guard quickly moved in, evacuating residents across rooftops despite the harsh weather conditions. Their courageous actions helped many families escape from life-threatening danger in the nick of time. A small tornado, nearly 2 meters wide and around 30 meters tall, was captured on camera in Shuozhou City, Shanxi Province, China. The director of the Shuozhou Meteorological Observatory, Li Rui, explained that this was a dust vortex caused by the intense increase in ground temperature, making hot air rise rapidly in a vertical direction. This phenomenon, though small, serves as a reminder of how easily nature can turn its fury upon us, even in seemingly minor ways. A powerful flood storm struck, sweeping everything in its path. Continuous heavy rain caused rising floodwaters, engulfing streets, submerging homes, vehicles, and trees. The areas near rivers were severely devastated, with massive waves tearing apart embankments and carrying away dirt, rocks, and anything in sight. Everything seemed to vanish before the eyes of witnesses, leaving behind nothing but ruin and destruction. This flood not only disrupted lives, but also left a lasting imprint of nature's might. nature's fury raged, striking a region in just a matter of hours and sweeping everything away in its wake. Torrential rains, strong winds, and rapidly rising floodwaters submerged even the busiest streets. Homes were destroyed, trees uprooted, and traffic became completely immobile. In Utuado, Puerto Rico, a massive flood swept through, washing away a large bridge, completely disrupting transportation. The storm brought relentless rain, and the waters rose at a terrifying speed, submerging the surrounding area. The bridge, once a symbol of regional connectivity, was no match for the raw power of nature. The residents stood helpless, witnessing the destruction caused by nature's wrath, not knowing how to respond or survive the storm's rage. The Brumadinho Dam collapse in Brazil stands as one of the worst environmental disasters in history. On January 25, 2019, the dam in the Minas Gerais region failed, releasing millions of cubic meters of red mud and water, submerging everything in its path. The scene was terrifying. The muddy sludge carried away homes, trees, vehicles, and even human lives. Over 270 people were reported missing, and thousands were affected. Massive waves struck Paseo Nuevo, in Donostia, San Sebastián, Spain, creating an impressive but dangerous scene. Towering waves crashed violently against the cliffs, and the seawater flooded the coastal walkways, forming a majestic yet destructive sight. Although the area is a popular tourist spot, in the wrath of nature, Paseo Nuevo turned into a hazardous zone. Locals and visitors could only stand at a safe distance, admiring the awe-inspiring yet perilous force of the gigantic waves. On September 1, 2024, a severe landslide occurred in Aba County, Sichuan Province, China. Hours of heavy rain caused the hillside soil to shift, burying roads and residential areas nearby. Enormous blocks of earth came crashing down, causing the collapse of many houses and disrupting traffic. Thousands of residents were forced to evacuate for safety, while rescue teams rushed to search for the missing. This event highlighted the raw and unforgiving power of nature and its ability to disrupt lives in an instant. On August 26, 2024, the city of Denizli, located in the Aegean region of Turkey, was struck by a massive hailstorm, causing severe damage. Hailstones, as large as tennis balls, fell rapidly, shattering rooftops, cars, and windows. The streets were covered in hail, paralyzing traffic. On November 2, 2023, a major wildfire broke out in Val d'Albaida, in the Valencia province, Spain, burning thousands of hectares of forest. The fire spread quickly, causing severe damage to the environment and posing significant health risks to the public. The blaze served as a warning about the wildfire risks during dry seasons and the effects of climate change. A powerful tornado hit Indonesia, causing significant damage and casualties. Houses were ripped apart, trees were uprooted, and many vehicles were destroyed. Rescue teams quickly mobilized to search for victims and provide aid to those affected. The tornado left behind a scene of utter devastation, raising concerns about the increasing frequency of extreme weather events. Strong winds suddenly swept through a festival, tearing down tents and personal belongings of attendees. Chaos ensued as tents were shredded, and many people panicked, leading to an emergency evacuation. Although there were no major casualties, the event caused substantial property damage and disrupted the festival.
Oh, there goes.
Footage from a drone captured the moment when a house collapsed into a river in Alaska, USA. Due to the effects of soil erosion and extreme weather conditions, the house lost its stability and plunged into the rushing water. This devastating scene stands as a clear testament to the impact of climate change, as natural phenomena become increasingly unpredictable and pose grave risks to communities. Security footage captured bottles crashing to the floor inside a store in the Cayman Islands during a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in the Caribbean. The powerful tremor caused shelves to shake violently, shattering bottles and triggering panic in the area. Fortunately, no casualties were reported, but the property damage was significant. A video recorded the dangerous flash flood at Havasupai Falls in the Grand Canyon this week, showing scenes of devastation. Latricia Mims, a hiker, was rescued from the powerful floodwaters. However, one woman remains missing, having been swept away by the fierce current. Supai, the town within the protected area, is grappling with heavy damage and is still in the process of recovery. The flash flood serves as a serious warning about the power of nature and the necessity for timely forecasting measures to protect lives.
Wow. That was crazy. You know what? That might have been the mist that John Maybe people went up there too.
The 2016 ice shelf collapse was one of the most devastating natural events. As thousands of tons of ice broke off and surged into coastal areas, causing massive damage. These giant ice blocks destroyed property, blocked roads, and posed a great danger to residents. This scene not only serves as a testament to the power of nature, but also reminds us of the serious consequences of climate change.